Good day, traders. This is Master FX Shifu from the Universal Forex Dojo. Let's hop onto the charts and see what we've got for the day. Now, before we do that, let's check out the Wushu 2.0.
Automate your entire trade management process with the most advanced tool on the market. Remove emotions, perfect execution, all instruments. Trade the Asian session, London session, and New York session in your sleep. Spend less than 2 hours on charts and allow the Wushu to trade for you through all sessions. Wushu 2.0 features auto place, stop orders, auto break even, auto partials, auto trail stop, proprietary auto exit strategy. How it all works. Step 1. Analyze your charts and set up your trade ideas. Step 2. Input your trade setups, entry point, stop loss, and risk. Step 3. Go about your day and let the Wushu do all the work through all sessions. Summary. The Wushu will position size for you, auto place stop order, move stop to break even, take partials for you, trail stop, limit max loss for the day. Auto hedge new feature. The Wushu 2.0 Auto Hedge Mode will hedge every position you take. It will manage the 2 positions using the Dojo proprietary exit mode. The Wushu will proceed to close the losing position and take profits from the winning position. The Wushu 2.0 Auto Hedge Mode is set to close at 1.5 R of every position it takes. Take your trading to the next level with the Wushu 2.0. Get our tool, uniforexdojo.com. info@uniforexdojo.com.
Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. This is Master FX Shifu from the Universal Forex Dojo. And let us hop onto the markets and see what we can take advantage of today. Can you guys confirm if my sound is good? Tell me if my screen is clear. Then I can definitely hop on. Do drop your pairs on the side as well. What pairs do you guys want me to look at today? And then now we can definitely get on with the day. Okay, I'm just waiting for a response. Okay, I see we've got Joy here saying the sound is good. Rishabh saying the everything is good here. And then is my screen clear, guys? I see Rishabh wants us to look at GJ. Okay, let's start with that. I know yesterday we didn't really have a decent view in that. So we'll just see what GJ has. And then I see Joel wants us to look at KJPY. I'll definitely look at that. Yesterday we had this beautiful setup. I know it was requested by Didi. It hit 5R before retracing. Okay, that's the old one. Okay, I don't know what's happening with TradingView lately, but now the setup is gone. It is somewhere in this region here. It is somewhere in here, which was pretty good. So yeah, that was a nice decent setup that was caught. I did 10 before with my zone here, so don't really catch much of it there. So let me just clear my charts and then get started. GJ from DD, from Rishabh actually. GJ, 4 pairs, guys. Let's hop on to 4 pairs. Where's my GJ now? There we go. Okay, beautiful. Okay, you always, okay, that looked very nice actually. That looks very nice. Anyway, I'm just gonna Show you guys a bit of a BOS over there. We're going to pull down retracement to the top side. We've got this beautiful OB, which has a massive imbalance at the bottom. So this is an ideal point where I'd want to look at. Bear in mind, this is our trading range. Some people want to see an actual break here, a close outside, but with me the wick is as sufficient, so we'll definitely go on that and see how that looks. I know that we should be looking at trades below this point, above this point, so this is just at the point, so we'll see if we can't find it at the top region. And I'm pretty sure on the lower time frame, if we do hop into this region here, we should find something based off this candle here. So we're looking at both those two. So let's just see how the 15-minute would look. Okay, this one is still very valid. I'm pretty sure price is gonna get here. Now this one here is the tricky one, but we will refine it. We'll use both these entries. If one fails, do give the next one a chance. And there we are. We're even refining even better on the first one. So that's a bit tricky. Sorry about that. I just got distracted there for a second. And then we've got this region here. The only unmitigated candles is literally this one here. We've got this unmitigated here. And then we've got this one here. Oh, sorry, that one right there. This one did get mitigated on the 1 minute. So I'm going to go to the most extreme one, which would be that one. And of course, take the highs. Always take the highs. Then we would have something that looks like this. And I'll just quickly look at the higher time frames, just so that we know that we are trading in the, not the safe, there's no safe trading, but less risky part of the day. Then of course we're targeting these lows, and if you are using the wushu, then you don't have to worry about your lows. Okay, there we go. And then we've got that region there. Then we are targeting that region, so you do have both these setups on GJ. Awesome. And then we've got that region there, and then we've got that. Beautiful. So that will be the first setup of the day. 3 more pairs. I hope you guys have marked that already. Just give you guys a second. Then remember, stop orders only. Do not get in using limit orders. It is not safe. You might get wicked out. So you do have to use momentum. So watch that. And then for those that are following the bootcamp, of course, once you do get into this region, of course, you can follow your second way of confirming the setup and take it from there. Okay, so that's your GJ from Rishab over there. Joy wants us to look at CAD JPY. Okay, we'll look at that. We've got USD from Lizui. We've got gold from DD. And I see Rishab is asking a question. And gold on high time frame, can we begin to look for buys to all-time highs? You could, provided that you do have a confirmation, you do have structure to the downside on the lower time frames. But we'll take a look at that as well. And the 80s, okay. Yes, 5 out on gold. Beautiful. That was beautiful yesterday. Okay, let's look at CAD JPY, Euro USD, and gold. Okay, wait, before we do that, actually, let me just look at the higher time frames on gold, just to see. Oh, and UCAD did play out well. I know we hit 1.28 before getting kicked out yesterday, so that was not really a nice one for us. It was just a break even. Okay, on the higher time frame, we are bearish. We are definitely bearish on the 4 hour. And then on the daily, we may have a failed structure here, which means this is a high risk area. It's a nice POI to trade from, going to the downside, of course. But now we've got this over here. So one could look at this as a failed POS, not to the downside, sorry about that, to the upside. Because now, looking at structure, we'd look at this point. There's a retracement, taking the OB in there on the daily, and then push to the upside, minor BOS, and then retraced all the way to this OB here, and then we see it going up. So we could be breaking structure here, so we could be trading too close to the break or structure point. But let's see how it works out. Let's see how it works out inside here. If we do have a price actually go through the highs, it will be heading out to break this level and of course form a new high, and then we'll be using this region here on the daily as our POI. But until that breaks, this is still a bit far-fetched for now. And ideally this setup you may want it lower or before it starts retracing, before this OB was retraced. But then again, you'd have to hop onto the bootcamp to start understanding your fractals and taking it from there. Okay, then let's hop on to CAD JPY. The daily we just broke out of this. This was a beautiful reaccumulation, by the way, guys. Beautiful one. Got those points over there. Then you've got your spring here, test, holding, breakout. Beautiful on the daily. I know some of these guys definitely got that. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, sorry about that. Mark that over there. 4 hour. We just had a BOS just now. We're here in this region. So let's start with the 4 hour. Then just hop on. We need, okay, this is the only OB, by the way, literally the only one on the 4 hour. It is fully mitigated, so we need to break it down until we can find, here's another unmitigated one here. This one did get mitigated, that one did not. So we will be looking at the most extreme on the hourly. So we'll have something along these ranges. Look at that high. Ooh, that's intense. That's unmitigated. This is also an OB, by the way, guys. It is. There's a whole lot of imbalances below it, but you'll usually prefer going for the most extreme ones, because that's where you start getting some decent moves. There we go. That's unmitigated. So we have something along these lanes. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. Take a look at the 1 minute, and then see if we can't find a region in here. There's this candle which we just took. That one got mitigated. So we are good. We are good on CAD JPY with this setup. So it would look something like this. And remember, guys, to just be on the safe side as well. Don't take them naked. So when price does get into this region, you can literally just start reconfirming the setup first, or just use a strategy where you just get in there first, and then of course use your stop order, because you're anticipating the price will be breaking down and heading down in the lower time frames when you start using stop orders inside the stop loss range. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, guys. Do save that as well, and then we'll hop onto the gold setup and then look at Euro USD. Okay, beautiful, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Awesome. Let's start with the Euro USD. It broke out of here. So this is one of the reasons why we use stop orders, by the way, guys. So once it broke out, it didn't come back, you would not have been triggered into the trade. But if you did use limit orders, you would have been literally knocked out of the setup. It was going to get you in and then throw you into the water, just like that. So that's one of the beauties about using stop orders only. Sometimes we do miss some very nice setups, but it is the nature of the game. So you have to get used to it and you'll be good from there. Okay. So we had this structure shift on the 4 hour. Then we just had this nice equal highs. So I wouldn't consider that as a break, because it's literally just there. It's literally just there. Okay, let's see how the 1 hour is looking then. Then take a look at the 30. See if we can find something in the 30. Nothing beautiful there. I'm always looking at the recent price structure, by the way, guys. So I don't really care about what's happening here. The only time I'll care is if I start getting into the setup, and then I start seeing some interesting points, interesting imbalances and efficiencies and so forth. Then I'd look at getting into setups in there. And then the 5 minute. So these ones, you want to get into them probably sometime. Hopefully we are still working on it. We'll be doing the live trading where we literally just wait for setups the first 3 hours of the London Open, and see what happens from there. But until then, we're gonna have to wait. Okay, so Euro USD is definitely not working out. Next setup would be gold. Okay, I'm gonna remove the bottom one because this one did not trigger. It's a rather an old one. Let's look at the 4-hour. 4-hour, we are still bearish. Fail structure here. Oh, still bearish. Let's look at the daily. Bit of a range. This may be looked at as a spring. This could be a test. So we might find ourselves heading up on the daily, heading over to break this zone if this level holds. So we'll have something along these ranges if it holds, and then of course start marking up structure to the upside. This is what we're anticipating. We don't know if that's gonna work out on the daily. And then let's hop onto the hourly. Yesterday's setup was based off the 15-minute. It was a 15-minute setup. We trade any time frame, by the way, guys, so do hop onto the bootcamp and then you can learn how to do that yourself. Any time frame, any instrument, following very simple, straightforward principles. Okay, on a 5-minute, there's something happening here, but now you need to remember, now this is gold, so when you start trading it on such low time frames, the chances of you getting hurt are very, very high. So do be careful with that. But there's no interesting point of entry. Okay, this could hold. That one got mitigated. So what's happening now, price is basically mitigating all these imbalances here. So we could be getting a buy in this region, which should look something like that. And like I said, this is low time frame, so be very, very careful. And then of course you'll be targeting those. So you'll have a setup that looks like that. And then just try to get a bit lower because of the time frame. So you're trying to add a bit of room to breathe. So you'll wait for price to go literally in between. And then once it does, you can place your buy stop on the 1833.906 and then have your stop at the 1833.178. So this could be a decent setup to actually see if it does trigger. So let's just wait and watch from a mile. Let's see how that works out. Then I'll just confirm for you if we are going to get it or not. So let's see how that works out. Do we have any alerts? Okay, we have the USD Swiss franc alert. So I'm just going to place an alert right here. And then let's watch. And the reason why I'm saying we may have a nice push to the upside, look at this massive imbalance here as well. It's a massive, massive imbalance. So let's see how it marks up. Okay, let's see, it's approaching our region. The buyers are coming in. They may be coming in too soon, but let's sit and watch. I'm gonna mute my sound a bit, and we're just gonna keep watching. Let's see. Just keep watching before you get into that one. Ah, shucks. We might have missed that one. Might have missed it. But let's keep watching. Didn't go in between. Sorry about the sound. Let's just keep watching and waiting. Now, if you are following smart money as well, the only reason we may see price dropping even further than our region here is these imbalances here. So you might find it even going slightly below, closing some of these, and then even drop on that one over there as well, because that's a decent order block as well. But yeah, let's just keep watching. We need price midway before we consider getting in. So let's just keep watching and see how the trade plays out. Really doesn't want to get in the middle here. Okay, looks like we did miss this one. The next point of entry, or that the next target for price right now, would be this region, and once it does break, it is going to change our POI, and we'll be looking at an entry somewhere in here. But until that happens, we need to wait. Okay, and now here's where the challenge starts coming in. Now this imbalance has just been mitigated, so now there's literally no reason for price to go to the top except to continue with structure, except for that. So that's where it becomes slightly challenging to enter this trade, but we will wait for it to literally go below. So now there's more reason for price to come close these than anything at the top here. So let's keep watching. Okay, so now that's where you start placing your buy stops. Buy stop 1833.906, and then now your stop loss will be the 1833.178, of course. So now price is most probably, this is what I'm looking at. We're gonna see it either close this first, and then of course come back, because it's leaving a lot of traces right now. So this would be the new imbalance. So let's see if this trade does work out, or if it does trigger, and then I can hop off into the London. So we're having this right here now on the 1 minute. There's a bit of a rejection there. Let's see how it works out. and there's a trade active now. So now your target would be firstly to allow the setup to either get to 1R, and then once you get to 1R, then you move your stop to break even, and then of course you start managing it from there. So let's see how this plays out. Remember, right now you're still in the setup and you want to make sure that, or rather, there's nothing stopping the trade from literally turning on you, hitting the stop loss, and of course coming all the way down, taking these imbalances and pushing to the top side. That's the decent issue with trading short or small time frames. Okay, we're seeing a rejection now. Let's see how this works out. It's closing this imbalance, closed. So now this is where you have to move your stop to break even. There's still no reason for price to go to the top side. So let's watch. Imbalance closed. So now the only ones that we have are at the bottom, which is right below your stop. So now if your trade is in break even, we're trying to count on momentum to get to the 1R. Then you can probably close half and wait for price to go for the highs over there, which is most probably unlikely because of these at the bottom. Okay. Okay, now that's where we are definitely out of the setup. Let's watch what it does first. And now we are seeing, okay, this setup is gone. Let's erase that. Let's erase that. And I'm just going to show you now, this is where you start following price. So now we've got another imbalance here, which is going to get filled right now. It is getting filled actually. And then we've got this happening. So now looking at price to break this zone. But this is on the 1 minute, guys, so be careful of that. Let's hop back up into the higher time frames and see what we have here. Nah, looks like we're definitely out of this one as well. We're not going to catch another one. Okay, let's go lower. Lower again. Make it bigger. Yeah, it's not going to work out for us, guys. And look at this indecisive candle here. Okay, fair enough. So that's what I was basically trying to do, to check if you guys would be wanting to watch something like that, where we actually do follow setups from beginning to management until we actually do get some decent setups in the day moving forward from next Monday. Do drop a comment if you want us to trade like that, and if not, that's cool. We'll just keep dropping the 1 hour and the higher time frame setups. Okay, happy trading, guys. I'll just keep watching and waiting for your comments. Cheers, guys.